Hey guys, and welcome back to me, Ben, playing Cities Skylines here on my CityBuilder channel on YouTube. Today is a really sunny Sunday, and I'm more than happy to get started right into this episode. And I want to start with like one weird construction here. You can see the game is struggling a little bit, and I think I seem to have some issues with that, at least with the cinematic camera mod that I'm using. But I want to rebuild the structure here because the most obvious way, I kind of forgot to use that because it would be underneath the highway connection here, or at least the on and off ramps. So yeah, let me dive deep into that right now. And yeah, let's get started without any further ado. Thanks for joining me again. So the first thing I'll do is I'll remove all this weird like construction here for my pedestrian pathways. It looks nice, but I think it's not really helpful for the intended purpose. So just want to figure out, and now I'm struggling because there are still some tiles left as far as I can see. And I saw them. That's the thing when you construct something and it doesn't really work. Oh, there we go. There you can see it. Oof. Okay, another. Now I have to find it. Another glitch in my city. And I don't like it. I do not like it. I have never had those glitches before, to be honest. And that's a huge glitch, like. Okay, I'm deleting that, and hopefully everything's gone now. Yeah, it is. So yeah, don't consider constructing something like that, because as you can see, it can like break the visuals of your game. It doesn't break the game completely, but at least the visuals a little bit. So what I'm doing now is so I simply constructed one underpath, and I think that's more than reasonable for pedestrians and cyclists to go underneath it. And I think this should do the job way better than the weird construction that I had before. So yeah, you might be wondering what I'm planning to do for this episode besides fixing that thing, and thinking about extending my college buildings by quite a bit, because I know that I still have a couple of college/university campus area buildings here. Well, I did go for the tech one, didn't I? Yeah, I did. But there are still, like as you can see, there are so many buildings left. School of Engineering, I think, will be the biggest one, and I'll drop it right in here. And I have to make sure that my paths are kind of removed from there, because yeah, obviously that does not make sense. So I'm quickly using the move it mod, because maybe I should have removed that first before I place down the building. But right now I'm trying to put it back into the map and put it back into the square that I intended to use for the extension of my university. That's quite huge, isn't it? So from there, and I think this will be the biggest building I will have in this university district, I will go down and see, well, maybe I'm clearing all paths for now to just see how many of those buildings I can actually put down. So I want to have one room for one square here. It's another huge one, I can't place that down. So that doesn't work, that's a smaller building here. Okay, so I'm doing like I'm extending this pathway here a bit so that I can place this down. Trade school, MedLab. Can I sneak it in there? Yeah, I think I should be able to. So I'm again deleting one path here. And then I want to have this building here. That's too close. And again, I'm keeping one square in between to be able to put down some pathways here. And that's another big one that I would like to place maybe there. Let's see whether it fits in or whether it doesn't. Okay, I have to keep that path. Moving that over here. And this one over there for now. Yeah, and I think that should be okay. And I'm moving that one back to somewhere over here to make sure that it connects as easy as possible. Now I'm expanding my pathway here just to make sure that everything's connecting. And now I'm laying down my paths through that college area here. Nice. And what else do I need? Yeah, I don't need those offices. And I think some of the bigger buildings, I can't put them down because I'm lacking space. I'm simply lacking space. So there is no option to put those in. And I'm wondering slightly about the traffic flow. And I think I should make some changes here to the road layout. So I want to keep that a dead-end road by still allowing pedestrians to cross here. That's completely fine. But that removes basically one crossing alongside the main arterial road that's running from north to south. And now I also want to check, because I'm making a lot of revenue, I also want to check how my city services are doing. So I'm good from a health perspective. I'm good when it comes to the fire coverage. Maybe I'm putting down one of the bigger ones here. Yeah, that should be fine. So now I need significantly more funds. So I'm speeding up the game. Because building those college things is usually quite expensive. And now I also want to check my school. Maybe I also need one more over there. Oh, that's a nice spot, I think. Especially since it's a dead-end road. I think it's very suitable for schools. So that should significantly increase the coverage here and improve things. Then I need public library. I'm gonna put that down next to the school. So then I'm again waiting for getting some more funds here. A community school is like the same as an elementary school, I think. There's not a huge difference. And I need one of those high schools. So I'm just curious how the coverage is here. Why not put a high school next to the elementary school? I think it's nice to have kind of a school district here. And then I'm also starting to look into banks, because banks are a new or another city service that I don't have yet. So I need a couple of them. Sorry that it's taking a little while to put down a bank here. I'm wondering what they actually bring you. like a small bank, financial needs, small commercial area, cash transport. Well, there are even larger banks. Oh, skyscraper bank. So I'm better waiting for one of the larger options here. But I get quite a good understanding from those banks here. So I'll remove that here. And I put this one. Would that be even bigger? Yeah, this covers almost all of my city. All of my commercial zones. Interesting. Yeah, I think that's a good spot. Next to the IT department here. And then I only need... Oh, I can move it. I can even move that. Like from here to there. And I have another small one. Another small bank here. Next to the road. And I think I won't even need this one here, so I could put that eventually down like there. Whether that makes sense. Yeah, it's close by, like a commercial center, another one. So I'm wondering when those are turning greener, but maybe nothing has been collected yet. So, but this should give me a huge boost, I think. Okay, I don't need mass surveillance. So I want to have one of those disaster response units, and I think I'm putting that down there. There should be enough room for that. And another air base. Just to make sure that I'm like safe for any future developments here. But then I would also need those tall radio masts, from my understanding, because that should give people a warning and they should feel much safer. There's another one. Maybe in Butler Park there can be another one. So I'm just placing things down to like cover as much as possible of my city. So that's good. Earthquake sensors. Oh, I can hide them like between my highways. That's pretty reasonable here to put them down. So 3 of those. And then tsunami warning, we don't need that. Space radar. Weather radar. Fine, all good. I think that should be good. Large emergency shelters. 10,000 capacity. Yeah, I don't need those. Well, I'm not playing with any kind of natural disasters here, so I think this should be good, but it still makes things a bit more reasonable and a bit more realistic if you just have them. So police coverage, just checking, is anybody complaining here? So that's good. Large bank, maybe a small bank here could help. Yeah, probably over there. It's good to have that. And in the end, I'm having a look at all my supplies. So garbage processing is kind of an issue. So I might need a new garbage center somewhere here. Yeah, I have a slight idea what I want to do with that kind of area. Obviously, I want to have some residential areas that are not as dense as those on this side of the highway. So everything within that center area should be as dense as possible at a later stage. At least that's my plan. And if I need more like garbage collecting things here, I'm more than happy to put them down as soon as I do really need them. But another recommendation Ray gave me a couple of episodes ago was actually an Intercity bus station or bus terminal. So I could potentially put one of those down, maybe over here, because this would give the that bus station another reason to exist. And it's pretty close to the highway, it's not too far off. It could be helpful. Just wondering when the first Intercity bus is coming. Yeah, we'll see that soon happening, I think. Then we can reduce the traffic to and from the city significantly, so tourists and stuff like that, they will most likely come later. Okay, that has no power supply here, which is bad. Okay, that broke everything. How can I get this over? Maybe I have to place it somewhere different. Is it now connected? Yeah, it should be connected now. I think this is close enough. It doesn't look that beautiful, but still, it has a purpose. And I think it does make sense to just have such a station here. And that's another busy area, but only due to the fact that there are some bus stops here. I might need another 4-lane here instead of a 2-lane, but that's some improvement that I can probably make pretty soon. Yeah, so what am I continuing with? I think I would love to fill... I would love to redo that interchange. It's not that beautiful. And maybe I could also introduce another in connection to my city by working on this interchange. So let's see where we can go from there. Weird angle, but I want to keep that. So I have again some space for redeveloping that zone. Now I'm using the Move It mod for now to move those nodes a bit further out. Yeah, I think this should still be okay-ish. This shouldn't give me any troubles here. And then I'm making that connection a little bit smoother. And which grid am I following now? I think I could even reduce that grid just a tiny bit. I should use one of those for sure. So on purpose, I'm using here a unusual road layout. Because I would like to utilize this available space the best way I can. So I have to make sure that I don't have too many connections. It looks a bit weird. Hopefully not too much. But at least I'm not having too many intersections here on my arterial road, because that's something I want to avoid as much as I can. Because the more the city grows, the more difficult it will get for me to really work with the existing available roads. And I'm afraid, honestly, if I'm having too many intersections here, or crossings, however you would like to call them, if I have too many of those, I might run into issues, significant issues when it comes to improving my traffic flow over time. So I want to be very patient and very mindful with what I'm building, and instead of building too much, I'll better concentrate on building not too much. Or I could even make something really nice here. Close that up, and maybe I want to have like one area in between that completely stays empty and becomes a park later. So it's different to what I've built so far, but as I mentioned, this is really on purpose because I want to break up the grid just ever so slightly if possible. Now we follow the road layout here, and that should cover all of my future residential and commercial zones. So I want to have high density again here, and I'm still thinking, and maybe you guys have a recommendation for me here, because I'm not 100% sure what should or what would be best. And I'm always trying to find a good balance between a commercial, residential, office. And if I'm building too many commercial zones next to an arterial road, I'm wondering whether that's really helpful. And there's some traffic piling up, so I can slow it down for now, so that this will become a park for sure. Yeah, maybe I'm going for residential for now. I can still change that later, and I'm honestly not afraid of changing things like that at a later stage, because nothing's perfect. And changing things, adapting things, and learning along the way is not the worst thing to do, to be honest. Maybe I should include some Now there's some business park already over here, but it's not completely filled, I think. No, it isn't. So maybe, do you need more commercials here? Yeah, maybe here and there a little chance for something like a grocery store to pop up, or some other amenities that might be very nice to have in a town like that, or in a city like that. So with that new development, I also want to start taking a closer look at my policies. So I'm framing this here now as a new district. Looking forward to the name that maybe pops up here. Because probably I can already set up a new district rule here. Yeah, that does look nice. Manor Hills. So what can we... So changing the style. I want to make sure that they sustainable water, smoke detector, definitely not putting a ban on pets. Parks and recreation. Yeah, recreational use, I want to introduce that. That looks fine. Helicopter. Yeah, that's fine. That's good for now. I'm checking that out. See where we can go from there. So I'm curious how things change and what this kind of modern city center layout might look like. So I'm speeding things up here ever so slightly, and I should make sure of a few things here. First one is education. So we definitely want to have that. We also want to have high school. And do we need another library here? Library is pretty close. And maybe I'm moving that high school to here, because there is one really close by and I just forgot. Same for that other school here. And a public library would be nice. Yeah, let's put that down here. Ooh, now I'm losing 13,000. What's the... Okay, definitely. What's causing that issue? Oh, free Wi-Fi shouldn't be a problem. Tax raise. Yeah. So I'm wondering, why am I losing money now? That's interesting. Let me check. It is changing. No, I don't want to have that. Okay. It's only the recreational marijuana use and city planning have a traffic ban and encourage biking. Let me check. Why am I losing that much money? So I'm pausing the game for now, because I want to get a better understanding why or where this issue is coming from. 39,800 from policies. Absolutely crazy. But that doesn't work for me. Policies. So have a traffic ban. That's it. Recreational use. That's it. Fine. Let's go for that. Unfortunately, I have to bring it back because I can't really afford it. So I'm now wondering whether that changes. But since I'm getting closer to... So I'm checking what other... Like with city policies. Yeah, am I crazy? Oh god. I get what I did. Yeah, so that's fine. I did it on a city level. Okay. I was wondering because that little district shouldn't have changed a thing. Not at all. That should not have changed a thing. Yeah, so many new citizens are moving in, and I think I need more office buildings, don't I? So maybe I'm introducing a new standard basic office zone here. And it could also do the same over there. And another office zone over here to give people some options to work for where they actually live. So like a mixture between office, commercial, residential could work pretty well for my city. I hope at least it does, because it keeps people coming into town, which is essentially great. And the other thing is that I want to do is I want to change like the traffic lights usage on my intersections, because that's pretty annoying, I think. When you have traffic lights everywhere, and it's way better to not have too many of those, because you could obviously still introduce them later if you really need to have those. But for now, I think the traffic flow is way better, as long as I don't have any. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, the only thing is literally that bus station here. That's bothering me a lot. Yeah, but I'll take care of that later. So, yeah, I would say for now, this is a pretty good addition to our city, to my city here. I absolutely like this. I'm curious how it looks when like everything is fully developed, because right now it's sparsely developed. There is still some room for growth, which is amazing. I'm also looking forward to recreate and change this intersection here, because I think that standard intersection just looks ugly, but that's the way how they usually look, so I'm not very surprised about this, or they take way too much space, as you can see here. There I have this train line thing. So there are a couple of things I still don't have. I don't have any subways yet, and I just want to make sure that I don't miss out on that. Maybe building a ring line here, and then one crossing here. I don't know yet. We'll see. At some point in time, I'll definitely get back to it. So what I included here in this episode is also some disaster prevention things. I finished more or less my college area here. It got massively expanded. There's actually one more thing I wanted to do. Just wanted to make sure that I'm supporting another IT and engineering grant here. Yeah, also I have visiting scholars. So current level. Oh, there's only one academic work missing. Amazing. That sounds good. So I can let that run. Maybe it's increased to a level 3 college then. Okay. There are a couple of people dying, unfortunately. And what happens, and I think this is something I'm taking care of that before I'm closing this episode for now. So I have one crematorium here. And I will definitely need another one over there. And I also want to make sure that everybody over here is covered. And then I see here a minor mistake with my bank thing. Shouldn't sit right in the street. But now things should become better very, very quickly. Yeah, they are already heading out, picking up deceased bodies. So that's all good. Yeah. So for now, thank you very much for joining me again in my CityBuilders, in my Cities Skylines episode here today. It's always like a lot of fun for me to think about how can I improve my city, how can I build out the next districts, and how can I fill up the space that's actually available. So my city itself isn't very, well, I wouldn't say it's very significant yet. But you can see kind of a pattern here, what I'm trying to, or at least what I'm trying to get to. Over time, I will more or less sooner or later rebuild like some of those areas here to restructure the traffic flow and everything else, and to make it like from a small bustling town with almost 30k inhabitants more or less to a bigger bustling metropolis, or at least the center of a metropolis, because in the outskirts obviously there's a lot more that will take place. Like my industries, for example, I will make sure that I move them all out of that downtown area that I have here. I want to have my industries far out. Also my production line, I think this is something I will specifically focus on in a little bit, in a couple of episodes, maybe not that soon, but yeah, for now I think I'm at a good stage. And yeah, I would like to thank you again for watching me today. Thanks for joining me, and thanks for following me here on YouTube. In case you do have any questions, please feel free to leave your comments down below. I'm more than happy to answer them, provide you with tutorials if needed. I did that a couple of times already, so I'm more than happy to help you guys in case I can. Thanks for joining me. Have a good day, and hope to see you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.